Hi guys, welcome to another class. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position for yourself. You don't have to be sitting, you can stay lying down in your bed if that's a comfortable space. Then, if your body allows, close the eyes. And just give yourself the first few moments to just notice what you are feeling. The felt sense of anxiety is not just a mental space your brain is in. It causes physiological changes or physiological states to manifest in our body. So when we work on the brain and body connection, specifically around what triggers our anxiety, we can address the situation by working on our reaction or response to the anxiety-producing events, by shifting how we allow those events to take hold in our body. We learn what the triggers are and how our body responds to the anxious events. And we can reverse engineering that by softening how anxiety lands in our body to better handle the anxious events. And now we're going to put some shape to our breathing patterns. So allow the awareness to drift towards the inhale and the exhale. And then start to notice the space between each inhale and exhale. That gentle pause at the top of an inhale, and a gentle pause at the bottom of an exhale. And just try to make those pauses a little bit longer. So a lot of the times we think of the breath as like a two-part action, an inhale and an exhale. For this technique, we want the breath to seem a bit more of a square, with 4 parts to it. Inhale being one side, the hold at the top being the top part of the box, the exhale being the other side, the hold at the bottom being the bottom part of the box. So as you sit here and focus on the breath, start to create a bit more of a round or box shape to the breath. tricky, I know. Creating this patterning of a breath cycle is such a strong pull for our brain, requires a lot of attention, grounds us deep into our body. Two tools that we want to utilize when we're feeling anxious. Right, when we have a lot of anxiety, our brain tends to spiral down these negative thought cycles. Our brain jumps around a bunch. And we get the feeling of anxiousness or flightiness in our body. And if you want to add a layer of challenge to this breathing technique, we want each side of the square, or each part of the breath cycle, the inhale, the 2 holds, and the exhale, to range anywhere between 4 to 8 seconds. So if you'd like to follow along with me, I'm going to guide us through 1 full breath cycle at the count of 6 seconds. So to begin with, take a nice big exhale out. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Repeat the cycle. Good, and then let's go back to allowing our breath to come to a natural cycle of breathing. No need to hold this box breathing technique. Let the inhales and exhales come in and out of our body naturally. Now that our brain is a bit more focused on one task at a time, allow your attention or your consciousness to come back to the brain. Imagine you're sitting in the stands, and your brain and your thoughts are what you're watching is the performance or the game. So you, as the attention holder, are observing your thought patterns. This is a really simple way to explain what mindfulness can look like when we're practicing observing our thoughts. As we observe our thoughts, we want to hold the intention of non-judgment. We're simply here to learn more about why our brain feels so anxious, what thoughts, emotions, or feelings are coming up in the headspace that's giving you the felt sense of anxiety. Maybe you can gain some more awareness over what is making you anxious. When we have the ability to be more aware of what's causing this felt sense of anxiety, we can learn how to restructure certain parts of our life or our day to reduce the amount of anxiety we're feeling. And a caveat to that, a lot of things that cause anxiety are out of our control. The way we manage that is to allow a sense of psychological flexibility. And we can find that flexibility by becoming more mindful on how anxiety affects our personal mind and body. When we know those triggers, we will be better able to respond to the external anxieties and have it not cause such a burdensome effect on our personal being. And now we're going to do some more active form of anxiety reducing through from body up. So working with our body to help calm the mind. The first one, we're going to bring our fingertips to the center of our chest, right over our heart space. Once you feel your heartbeat, gently start to tap that space with your fingertips. As you do so, can you notice the releasing of tension through your chest? Fill the new space with a nice full deep cycle of breath. You can keep tapping your chest if you'd like, or let your hands go down to your side. Start to hum, breathing through your nose, your upper nasal passages, create a nice gentle frequency through your throat space that can resonate into the chest cavity and into the heart space. Gently stimulating part of our vagus nerve. Then lift your arms up, interlace the fingers at the back of your head. Puff out your chest, spread the elbows wide, and just simply look with eyes and the turn of your head side to side. Again, through physical movement, we're stimulating and stretching out our vagus nerve that runs on either sides of our neck. And then let all of those different techniques go and know that they're part of your toolbox. A lot of times anxiety is coming from too many thoughts spinning in our head. So I do encourage you to journal and write down some of your thoughts to finish off class. And then I'm going to finish class today by saying not all of these techniques work for every individual. These are simply tools that you can use to help you manage the anxiety you feel. If your anxiety got worse, please seek professional individual help. No amount of mindfulness or vagus toning can solve all your problems if you haven't addressed some of the root causes of these problems, or you don't have the vocabulary to talk about what you're feeling in your head. Hi guys, it's really nice to see the community slowly growing on this little corner of the internet. I always appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and the notification button so you know when I release new classes, and to help me with the algorithm of YouTube. And one of the best ways to really share this work is to tell another friend about it. Someone who you think genuinely could use this work. Send them the link, make it easier for them to practice with me. Thank you.